It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams. And off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Room to run right away. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 33-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. 37 yards. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the rookie from LSU, Malik Neighbors. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. That is intercepted. Picked off by Mekhi Blackman. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Vikings. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and good. And the Vikings have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. To the outside, complete to Johnson. Down the right sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Chance now to make up for that earlier pick 6. They have it 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Here's a run. And a short pickup down inside the 10. Now Here's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll go with him again. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Third and goal. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A 21-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Ty Chandler. He's got room at the 30. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
This one complete to Oliver. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, this is Chandler. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A carry here for Tracy. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll run it here with Chandler. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Vikings with the edge. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Hawkinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A carry now for Chandler. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be 3rd down. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. They'll stick with him again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
The gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Giants 1st down. He's able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and
21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run now for Chandler. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's second and 3 to go. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He gets this one to Moore. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is Continue to work the clock down. Take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Throwing again is McCarthy. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
To the air once more is McCarthy. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. Trying to keep the drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action now. It's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Tracy now to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Mekhi Blackman there for the stop.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. 3
pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Up the middle they go. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. 2nd and 7. Now give on the ground, and he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Jeff Okudah, former 3rd overall pick in the draft, there on the tackle.
3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground.
Josh Metellus on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
The defense stringing them out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Throw left side, that's Johnson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he will get into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown.
The kicker is good. That ties the game 13-all. Justin Carter sets the kickoff.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Now the man who moved inside the NFC North, the former Packer, Aaron Jones. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's caught by Chandler. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He'll drop this one down to Chandler. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here's a run going left. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Vikings have got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
Not much develops there. We'll get this to about the 43. Second down and 8. Here's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Running from the pistol, it's Chandler. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll get this one out to his fullback. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
Now, faking the give. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Slayton is the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. On the ground, this is Chandler. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. They'll run it here with Campbell, and he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 4. So big spot coming for the kicker, Will Riker. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one online, and it is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now a handoff running right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll try again here. It's second and 10. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, This quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
They'll run. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They'll drop to throw. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. And here we go, 4th and inches. They'll stick to the ground. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This is caught 2. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Now, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and goal. They'll run here. And he'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2, down to the 2. Now there's the timeout, signaled with 2 seconds left to go. The field goal unit likely to come on, try to send this one to OT. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to force overtime. This one is good. And the Giants will tie up the game. So overtime coming up, not a playoff game. So a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground.
The ball carrier number 2. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the big one. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. Lots of space past the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Giants. They'll stay on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again.
The running back is the ball defender. Position wide. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball?
And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
So it's a win for the men in blue, the Giants.